Because you guys were conquered by Spaniards. Show that, officer, just so you can see what's going on in the world. That's why Christ told us to watch and pray. We should know what's going on around us. Because everything that's around us going on, God told us about it in the Bible. Read.
But I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza.
You will send a what?
I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza.
And that's what Eliab was just showing you. Fire upon the walls of Gaza. Mean what? Bombs. Gaza has been being bombed. This was Bible prophecy thousands of years ago that it would happen for what they were going to do to the people of God. Now give me Genesis 49, because all this really, yeah, you're hearing it, but I needed to make it resonate with your spirit, because you got to first see yourself in the scriptures. Your people are documenting how they will be in the last days in the scriptures. Right? Read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 14.
Come on.
Issachar is a strong ass.
Issachar is a strong ass. The word ass comes from the word jackass, meaning what? Donkey. What do you always see to represent how hard that your people work? You guys are some of the hardest working people on the planet Earth. Right? And when you guys come to these different lands, what do you guys get? Hard work and low wages, right? But you always see that donkey with the satchels on his back, right? That's the strong ass. That's Bible prophecy. That's why that symbol is so heavily tied to you guys, because God said that would be a symbol tied to you guys. You guys will be a strong ass, meaning what? Hard workers. Right? Read.
Crouching down between two burdens.
So that's that two burdens I asked you about. How he's always got the two satchels on his back, meaning what? It represents strenuous work. Also, the burdens that you're stuck in between is North and South America. You guys are central. This was your land before the Louisiana Purchase and the French came over here. You guys owned the southernmost states of the United States. What happened? How did you guys lose it to such a weak people? People that can't even lose. If their credit score drops too far, they commit suicide. You guys were mighty warriors, right? What happened? Now you gotta ask yourself that. Read on. So, and the other two burdens is, like I said, hard, strenuous work with low wages. That's evil. It's hard to get people work. And when they come and do this, a lot of the infrastructure in the United States is ran by your people. And that's why you got all these people saying, oh, illegal aliens, illegal. You guys know the illegal aliens. You guys are the rightful owners of this land. Along with the so-called Native Americans. How can you be alien in the land you own? And a land you first inhabited. That's evil. Read.
And he saw that rest was good.
Siesta. There's cities in Mexico where they shut it down for a amount of time so people can get rest. Did you know that? This is Bible prophecy about your tribe, the mighty tribe of Issachar. Read on.
In the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear.
You see that? In the land that it was pleasant. Wow, when you look at the natural resources of the land of Mexico, it's plenteous. Plenty of fruit. There was a lot of gold there, right? It's a plenteous land. This is about your people. Go over here, what happened was you guys disconnected from the Bible. You see that? Now, give me, what's the one in Chronicles I want about them being with the stars? It's Chronicles 12 and what? 48? 12 and 7? 11? Get there real quick. First Chronicles chapter 12. Because your people, they had the Mayan calendar. They were good at stars. They were good at reading the stars and being able to do things with them, right? Guide themselves where they need to guide, right? Let's see if God's in the Bible recorded about that tribe. 32.
The book of First Chronicles, chapter 12, verse 32. And the children of Issachar.
And the children of Issachar, that you so-called Mexicans, read.
Which were men that had understanding of the time.
Of the what?
Of the time.
You see that Mayan calendar that came out of there? They had understanding of the times. The whole world was scared because the Mayan calendar said that the world was going to end in 2012. They made a whole movie around the wisdom of your forefathers. Read.
To know what Israel ought to do.
Because they were the ones that guided our people to this side of the earth. They used the stars. They were the ones on the ships. Because they said this land was inhabited by people first. Give me that. 2nd Ezra 13. Aztecs. I keep saying mine. It's the Aztecs. The ancient Aztecs. You got it? Come on. So let's see who inhabited this land first. There you go, bro. What's your name? And then? Where are you from? Sudan? What part?
South.
Huh? South Sudan? That might be her. What tribe? Batusi? You know the tribe? You don't know the tribe? Alright, we're going to just listen. Read.
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoner out of their own land.
So there was a split in the nation of Israel. So you had Judah, Benjamin, and Levi that represented the southern kingdom. Then you had Ephraim all the way to Naphtali. These were the tribes that were carried away by the Assyrians during the time of ancient Assyria, right?
In the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters. And so came they to another land. But they took this counsel among themselves.
So these people, all these people that somehow just so ended up on the same side of the earth, they all took a counsel in that time and said what? Read.
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
That they were going to go away from their captives, right? They didn't just go. They were given permission, right? Because when you're under somebody's rulership, you got to get permission, right? But let's read.
They go forth into a farther country.
Into a farther country. They're going to go forth into a farther country, right?
Where never mankind dwelt.
What?
Where never mankind dwelt.
What does it sound like? A lot of the world started on that side of the eastern hemisphere. Now I said they were going to go to a place where never mankind dwelt. What would that be today? What side? Yes, here in America. Showing you what? That these people were the first inhabitants of this land. What? Your people were the first inhabitants of this land, right? This is talking about the Israelites. So now when you make the correlation, you know that the Israelites were the first people that inhabited this land. That's why you found stones like this with the ancient Hebrew on it, with the Ten Commandments, in the lands that you guys call home first. Because you guys are the Israelites. That strong ass known as the mighty tribe of Issachar.
Right.
All that was stolen from you through slavery and colonialism. They came to your land and colonized you. Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 32.
Bring it out.
These are the curses that happened to our people. Why? Because what were the Aztecs doing in that main temple that they like to show? Have you ever seen the movie Apocalypto? So there was a lot of sacrifice going on in these temples. But what were they sacrificing? Because the sacrifices they were supposed to be sacrificing were sacrifices of righteousness, animals unto the Lord. But they started sacrificing humans' flesh. And they would take their hearts down and eat them before the sun to worship the sun god. You see that? We're going to finish that real quick. Go back, we'll finish it. You pull up Arser. So let's finish that point real quick. The land that never, no man here, notice, that no man ever dwelt in. We're going to get the name of it, what the Bible calls it, and then what the so-called white man just understood about that name.
That they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
So it said that they entered into the Euphrates. So when you look, the Euphrates is right in this area. I don't think it's even showing right now. The Euphrates, so what they did?
Yep. Right here.
Right here?
Down. Keep going. Right there.
Right here? The Red Sea? So they entered into the Euphrates, came around all the way over here, and then came to this side of the world. How long do you think a journey like that would take by boat? Couple months? About a year. Like a year. Like, think about where you're going. You're going all the way around Africa. Africa's bigger than this. This is a terrible scale of Africa. Well, they got maps that show you that all the other, what are they called? Continents can fit inside of Africa. That's how big Africa is. So the scale here ain't even doing it justice. So they would have to go around the biggest continent on the planet, all the way down, come up, and you got to think, they only had so much food, so they had to make stops. Get more food, and then they came over here. Now let's see how long the Bible said it took. Read.
For the Most High then showed signs for them.
Showed signs for them. And then who was the one guiding them by the signs? We read about it in 1 Chronicles 12:32. The tribe of Issachar. The so-called Mexicans were guiding us with the stars. Because the Lord showed his strong ass signs to guide the people. Read.
And held till the flood, till they were passed over. For through that country, there was a great way to go.
So it was a great way to go. That was a great way to go. All the way around, make stops, get food, and come over here. That's a long way, Reed.
Namely, of a year and a half.
The Bible said it took them a year and a half to get to this land that no man ever dwelt. And they established themselves as these mighty empires known as the Incas, the Aztecs, the Mayans. They established those mighty empires. Read.
And the same region is called Arser.
Now, let's see. The Bible calls it Arser. Let's see what Christopher Columbus identified that land with. Read that.
The Jewish Encyclopedia.
So this was written by the people that run the media. The ones that run Walt Disney, NBC, 13 and all that. They run all that. Hollywood, they run all of it. These people in their wisdom and their studies of our people,
Tactical nuke incoming!
The land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of the restoration.
Come on.
According to 2 Ezra 13:45, Columbus identified America with his land.
so Columbus identified Arser that no man dwelt in with the Americas.
That's right!
And they said the 10 tribes of Israel were going to be the ones to dwell in their land. That makes you an Israelite.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong.